Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Strengthen Your Mind presented by Blue Phoenix Fitness. I am your host Cameron Makarchuk, and today you and I are going to have a little chat. We're going to have a little chat about something that has become very controversial, even though in my opinion it really shouldn't be all that controversial, and that topic is your weight. I have spent the better part of 13 years helping people lose weight, get healthier, and get stronger so that they can go on and live their amazing, awesome lives even better. And without fail, one of the very first things that I try to do with people when they come to me for help losing weight is to have them or help them stop focusing so much on what the number on the scale says. And I know that's a big hang up for a lot of people, maybe for you, where you focus so much on what that number says that if you step on the scale one morning and your weight is up a couple pounds, it's an awful day. It's going to throw your day completely off. Or if you step on the scale one day and you've lost a couple pounds, then yippee, it's going to be a fantastic day and everything is going to go right. And that is an issue. We shouldn't be putting so much emphasis on what the number on a scale says on a day-to-day basis, because there's too many variables that can go into what exactly is included in that number. Maybe you gained a couple pounds because you're holding on to a bit more water. Maybe you lost a couple pounds because you went to the bathroom and had a pretty decent activity in there. Either one of those could throw your weight off one way or the other, and just because of that number, that shouldn't be dictating how happy or how upset or how frustrated you are on a day-to-day basis. That just doesn't make any sense. So there's too much emphasis going into the number on that scale. It's just not that important. What is important is how you're feeling on a day-to-day basis, how strong you're getting in the gym, how much progress you're making, how much better you're feeling, the physiological aspects of eating a healthier diet and exercising regularly, the mental health benefits of exercising regularly and eating a balanced whole food-based diet. There's so many more things that are so much more important than what that number says, and too many of you get hung up on what that is, and it throws your days completely off one way or the other. Always that's what I try to do with people, is get them shifted away from that and onto the other things, the other metrics that can measure how much progress you're making that I just talked about. On the complete opposite side of that, just because the number on the scale isn't everything doesn't mean that it's not important to our overall health. The issue is that people focus on it too much, and it throws their day off too much, and they become identified with what that number says, and that's the problem. A person's body weight is still important to overall health. No matter what you see in headlines or what the latest Insta coach person tells you, your weight is still important for overall health. There's countless evidence that having an elevated body weight and a higher body fat percentage is associated with worse outcomes and worse risk factors for all of the major diseases and all of the major causes of death. Things like heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure. All of these things become exponentially worse and puts you at a higher risk for them when you're carrying more body fat. And that's just the truth, that's just the facts. And so doing what we can to bring that body fat percent down is gonna help bring those risk factors down, and it's gonna help improve your health. Is weight everything? No, of course not. Is it something? Yes. We still have to think about it. And if you are in that overweight or obese category, then I'm really sorry to say, but that is still going to be an issue, and that is still something that you're going to want to think about, and that you're going to want to take some steps to reduce and bring down. However, don't focus on it all the time. The weight doesn't define you, and it shouldn't be your sole identity, whether it goes up or down. You're still an awesome person, you're still fantastic, but if you have a higher body fat percentage and a higher body weight in general, then that's going to put you at the elevated risk factors for those health issues. Again, it's not everything, but it is something. Don't get so wrapped up in it that it ruins your day, but take some steps to just live a healthier lifestyle and do what you can to try to bring that down. If the scale doesn't budge for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, fine, that's not a big deal. but just make sure you aren't just throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And just because it's not everything, and you're hearing me say that you shouldn't focus on it all the time, don't take that to mean that it's not important at all, and you shouldn't take steps to try to bring your weight down a little bit into a healthier range and help yourself reduce some of those very severe risk factors. So with all that said, the key takeaways to this and what I'm trying to get across is that your weight isn't everything. The number on the scale is not everything, and it should definitely not dictate whether you're having a good day or a bad day on a daily basis. It's just a number. It's just a reflection of how much your body weighs on that given day in that moment in time. It's not the be all end all of everything. However, it is still an important metric to watch, and aside from weight, body fat percentage in general, when it comes to measuring metabolic health in your body, and when it comes to reducing risk factors for all of those major illnesses that I mentioned before, heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, all of those things become much less of a risk as you bring your body fat percent down. That's just the truth. So it's not everything, but it is something, okay? And if you're a person who's maybe, you would be maybe in that category of overweight, but you're doing all the right things, you're exercising regularly, you're eating a good diet, all your health markers are great, you're strong, you're feeling good, you feel fantastic, great. Like there's no reason that you have to be like way down into a shredded, ripped, low body fat percent, because that brings health issues of its own sometimes. Find what's right for you and find the body weight where you feel the best and where you feel good, where you can feel strong and confident and your health is good, your health markers are good, you know, you're at a low risk for all those illnesses. Find that what works for you where you feel good, and then be happy with it, and then continue doing those activities that keep you there. All right, so let me know what you liked about that video. If you got something out of it, let me know below. If you're not subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe button and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed that and you want some more, definitely check out one of these videos up here by my head, and I'll see you guys in the next video.